Okay, so today before I start talking about the newest episode of Amphibia that happened, yesterday. I actually woke up with really good news. See, you guys know I have been talking about my full course menu for a very long time, and I have been alluding to that I will be revealing what the main course is on day 550, which, funny enough, will be 4th of July, so America's birthday, which actually sounds like a really good time to do that. At least, well, funny enough, it's only by coincidence, really, but hey, it works. Plus, for the most part, everyone's gonna have a day off anyway, so that's even better. But, this isn't a hint as to, well, again, the challenge is still going on, although, funny enough, no one's really even tried making guesses or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I probably shouldn't have said I would have revealed it on day 550, which, again, was this 4th of July. I mean, again, you don't really need to do this challenge at this point. I mean, if no one's going to make any guesses, if no one has made any guesses so far, I don't think anyone is. I mean, I'm still going to give hints, in the description, and there's still a few more hints that I am going to give. But, I mean, if you guys do really want to know, but you don't want to wait too long, you really just gotta wait a week. I mean, that's when I'm going to reveal what it is and where you can get it. So, that's nice. But anyway, one of these places, and again, this isn't a hint, has actually made me a top fan. I am so honored by this. So much. I don't want to give away too much. Don't want to say any more. But trust me, I will be talking about this particular place in earnest a week from now. Because, again, I do plan on talking about all of the places where you can get the main course on my full course menu with detailed earnest. So, yeah. So stay tuned for that. And as for the honor of being your top fan, I will metaphorically wear that title with pride. That's what, I'll metaphorically wear that title with pride, like I would physically wear the Melzinga Tap House t-shirt with pride. So, yes, that is what I would do. So, anyway, let's move on to the newest episode of Amphibia, which is a dating session and Anne versus Wild. Or, as I would like to dub this episode, how Polly was literally the MVP in this episode. Well, actually, it's not really a sports. It's not really anything sports related. It's really more of just a character-based TV show. So, most valuable character, MVC, as in cat. I don't know. Anyway, so dating season, where Sprig has a friend, and her name is Ivy, and they're childhood friends, but Anne is thinking, okay, I can see what's going on here. It's your typical trying to set up the boy girl episode, which is it's sort of been done before. The matchmaker episode. That's what it is. The matchmaker episode. And Hot Pop is excited, so he gets all these sort of courtship ritual type things, like the whole powdered face, powdered wig, like poofy collar type thing, and Ivy, Sprig's friend, is set up to look similar to that as well, which is funny. But Anne is basing a lot of what she knows off of the teenage girl magazines that she reads, and is like, 9 out of 10 relationships fail if they're not they're not compatible, or 2 out of every 3 relationships starts because both people are soulmates or whatever, stuff like that. And what I loved about Polly in dating season is she is having absolutely none of what's going on. It was great. Like, not really. I really could care less. But at some point, everyone's thinking so far, Polly at some point she's like, how about we do the smart thing and leave this whole thing alone? Like, seriously, she had every single quip she had was great. And okay, so apparently in the Amphibia universe, or Wartwood, that's the place they are, Wartwood, they are surrounded by dangerous creatures, and there are 2 such, and one such creature is called the love dove, which implies they're doves that look majestic and they fall in love or whatever. But a running gag in that episode is they see the 2 love doves, obviously one male, one female. At least I think that's what it was, but I don't know. I have no idea how to differentiate between the genders of birds, okay? Outside the fact that the males are usually supposed to be the brighter, festive, more attractive looking colors for the female to look at. But with doves it's different because they're all white. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, anyway. With that said, it turns out doves are very dangerous animals, and Hop Hop says, yeah, and after they mate for life, they massacre things for the rest of their lives. And so they capture Hop Hop, Ivy's mom, Polly, and Anne. And then Anne pulls out the magazine to read more information on what's going on. And Polly's like, no! And so she takes the magazine, puts it in her mouth and just tears it to shreds. I'm like, I have wanted to do that for every single teenage girl I knew in high school who would read magazines like that so much. That episode got me. And the best part is, after Polly tears up the magazine, Anne's like, I feel lighter somehow. More free. Yes! This episode totally, got me when I was, a teenager. Man, why didn't the show exist when I was a teenager? I seriously could have used it then. That would have been great. So basically Sprig and Ivy end up saving the day, and, they want to stay childhood friends and everything, which, was totally fine. But as Ivy's walking away, Sprig is like, and then Anne's like, you totally just fell in love with her, didn't you? And then Sprig's like, yeah, I totally just did. And that's when the episode ends. That was great. And then, Anne versus Wild. Now, it's your typical fish out of water camping episode where, Anne wants to, Anne's worried about, the planners not really spending enough time with her because, she's alone and everything, and, the planners are going on their camping trip or whatever. And Anne doesn't really have the greatest experiences with, roughing it in the great outdoors, but she wants to prove that, she can hang in a way. And she wants to, she ups and oh, this isn't so tough. I can do better than that. And so, basically, they run into this one guy named, Soggy Joe, who, funny enough, was voiced by, Fred Tatasciore, a.k.a. the voice of the Hulk in Marvel cartoons. So, always nice to see Fred Tatasciore. I love that guy. That guy is awesome. Anyway, they run into literally frog cannibals, which I'm actually kind of surprised Disney was able to get away with this, but, whatever. And so, basically, everyone reconciles, they get out of danger, they get out of harm's way, and Soggy Joe is like, so, anyone want to go for pancakes? We're like, yeah, pancakes sounds great. And so, at the end of the episode, and now we actually get into some really, this is where the overall narrative of Amphibia, specifically Anne being trapped in Wartwood, is really starting to take effect a little bit, because Anne's like, okay, since I've been with you guys long enough, I think it's time I showed you guys this. And she takes out the music box that she stole from the thrift shop that, she opened. And after she opened it, now she is in the world of Amphibia. She's in Wartwood now. And at first, Hop Pop looks and it's like, I've never seen this before. And Hop Pop has like a large bookcase and whatever, and he studies a lot. So later at the end of the episode, he reads up on his books, and then he sees the music box that Anne shows. Like, oh no, it's just as I feared. And then it shows in the book what it is. Apparently, the box is an item called the Calamity Box. But outside of that, as of right now, that is all we know. We know nothing about anything else. And actually, I should also mention in the Anne vs. Wild episode, Polly had the funniest line in that episode too, where it was very clear that Anne was just trying to tough it out to so she wouldn't make anyone feel worried or anything like that. And Polly's like, "So you did that to manipulate our emotions? That's clever. I like that." Man, Polly is really starting to become like she literally went from being the character who I'd forget her name the most to being one of the most memorable characters on the show. This is awesome. Like, man, this is good writing. This is a good show. So, yes, apparently the music box is called the Calamity Box, but as of this time, we do not know what it does. So the plot thickens. Hopefully we'll know more in the coming days. I mean, today is the last episode. They're going to be showing new episodes this week. They're only showing episodes on, Monday through Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going to be talking about, today's episode. Although it does remind me, I am going to be talking about the main course on my full course menu a week from today. So I guess to expect on Friday, maybe I'll do like a two-parter. Maybe on next Friday I'll talk about, episodes 11 and 12. So, yeah, look forward to that, I guess. So, yeah. Outside of that, it's looking like a very beautiful day. It's actually been really nice all week. Like, a little bit on the humid side to the point where it's kind of unbearable, but not so much so that I find it completely oppressive. So, again, that's not really so bad. So yeah, it's Thursday. New episode, Hot Ones. So that's gonna be great. Can't wait to see Schoolboy Q, who again is someone who I don't really know who that is, but that is what I am going to be watching Hot Ones for. I am going to be learning more. And that's another thing. Because one example of how Hot Ones has really allowed me to start paying attention to more celebrities was the Billie Eilish episode. Like, I had no idea who Billie Eilish was, and now I'm actually starting to listen to her music a little more. To the point where, well, I'll leave that as sort of a mystery for now. But, yeah. So, cannot wait till 11 o'clock this afternoon. It's actually just, 6:30 now. So, again, 6:30, it's already so bright out that the sun is getting my good side. I love that. This is great. So, yeah, lots of stuff to look forward to today. New episode of Amphibia today. We should be getting a new chapter of One Piece tomorrow. Cannot wait to read it. And, actually, I don't really talk about episodes of chapters of One Piece because, don't really want to, give away spoilers. But, yeah. But you give away spoilers of Amphibia. Shut up. Anyway, like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on the social media platforms. I am humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I am hopeful that we all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, for you guys that want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. And yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yay. Man, I'm just feeling really good today, man. I mean, that's what happens when one of your all-time favorite restaurants makes you their top fan. I don't know why. Don't know how it happened, but it did. Oh well. See ya.